Bonjour people and welcome back to another review. This time we're looking at Transformers Kingdom Cyclonus. Now, wait a minute. You're probably thinking, but didn't you already do a review on this guy? Well, hang on guys, wait, I'm not forgetting, wait, hang on. It was a how to transform video. It wasn't a review. Let's just make a difference there, yeah? I'm not repeating myself, I swear. Guys, anyway, this is Kingdom Voyager class Cyclonus. I thought I might as well do a proper review on him just because I love the figure so much. So, this is the G1 version specifically. Cyclonus has appeared in multiple continuities, and saying that, I can only think of G1 and the Unicorn trilogy off the top of my head. Oh no, he was in animated, but I don't think he ever got a figure from animated. But anyway, this is the classic look at Cyclonus, I suppose. When you say Cyclonus, this is the guy that everybody seems to think of nowadays. He turns into a very, 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 very accurate jet from what he looked like in G1. You know, like this is possibly one of the most animation accurate figures I've ever seen. Ever of all time. But yeah, he is a nice light purple lilac kind of colour. It's very lovely to look at. And the jet mode is sleek and sexy and very pointy. That's a very long nose cone. Your eyes do not deceive you. I'm going to rip off his gun here. This is pretty well sculpted as well. It's silver in its entirety, so I don't know if it should have any other paint applications to it. It might have helped spruce it up a little bit, but as it is, it's not too terribly bad. And you've got multiple options of weapon storage all over him. I had them under the wings at the beginning of the video. You can also plug it on top like that, but that kind of looks a bit dumb. Just a bit dumb. Just a bit. Unfortunately, it only comes with one of these. So, like, if you would, I don't know, get another Cyclonus, you could get two of these. You could plug them both on the wings, and that would make him look really, really, really cool. But he looks cool as it is, and he doesn't need two. So, anyway, you've got I think it's not a soft rubber nose cone. It's quite hard, actually. I'm not even sure it's rubber. It's probably just plastic like the rest of it. But either way, you could possibly poke someone's eye out with that, so just be careful. As I said, long nose cone. You've got red translucent windows up there. The back of the jet becomes quite boxy, but again, that's animation accurate. You've got these nice wings here, which are, it's kind of like animated Starscream vibes in a way, where they are the wrong way round for a jet. You'd expect them to be that way. But hey ho. He's not very aerodynamic, is he? I mean, especially when you consider these flaps here, I believe these are meant to be much more in flush with the rest of it, but it must be a design flaw because I cannot for the life of me get these to compress in any further. So it makes the jet mode unfortunately not perfect. Otherwise, if these were squished in a bit more and if he had a few less panel lines about him, this would be a damn perfect jet mode. But either way, it's very, very good. He does have landing gear, some there and some there, and on the underside, it's not particularly very clear what becomes what. If you know the animation model, then that's the chest, there the legs, there the arms. But at a first glance, everything is well hidden, so well done, Cyclonus. So you're probably now thinking to yourself, but you did a transformation video, surely you're not going to show us that again? Yeah, I am. I mean, it would make sense to just promote that transformation video in the top corner of the video like I'm doing right now, but I'm doing it again. To transform Cyclonus, push up the landing gear and get all of that folded away. Next of all, you want to be working on the rear end of the jet, so fold up these little corners of the wings, just like that, so they're nice and hidden behind. You can go ahead and separate the thrusters from the main body of the jet, and you can fold these bits back in on themselves. Come to the thrusters, twist them round, fold that bit up, and then rotate the hand outwards to get them just like that. Same thing on the other side. We are going to just fold this back, and then we're going to rotate this, bring that up, rotate that out, and move that up like that. Come now to the body here and pull it down and out. Let me just rearrange myself slightly. Then the legs have a weird fold in them, so you need to bring them back at the knees like that and pull them down while still kind of pulling, just to get these to stretch out. It's hard to explain on the video exactly, but that's kind of what you do. When you transform them back, you bend the knees that way and then you pull them back, and that kind of makes these bits of the legs go inside this. You'd figure it out in person. Again, it's hard to explain. Separate the legs like this, and then open that bit up and open that, fold the foot out, then fold the rear thrusters down and in, and then fold that all the way in. And look how beautiful of a transformation bit that is. Just completely hides all of that flim-flam. But that's not the best part of the sequence. That is not the best engineering, because this figure's engineering is spectacular. Let's pan up even more to address the top of the jet. But we're going to take all of this bit and we're just going to hold it tight, and then we're going to spin all of that and the cockpit up 180 degrees. That's cool, but that's not the best thing. That's nearly the best thing, but it's not the best thing. The best thing is the nose cone and the chest. We're going to take the chest piece and we're going to fold that down. Then we're going to come to the nose cone. And here we go. We're going to split it there. We're going to take the very point. We're going to fold it in and fold that back up. We're going to now come down a level. We're going to take this and fold it back. And then we're going to take this part of the nose cone. Somehow split it. There we go. Then we're going to fold that in like that. It takes the landing gear with it. We're going to fold and close that. And then we're going to spin all of this around just like that. We're going to turn the head. We're going to fold that back. And then we're going to fold that back. And that is stellar. The way that the entire nose cone just folds away into the chest, and that there's no kibble whatsoever. Spectacular. Continue and fold these bits into place, bring his arms down, and you are done. And there he is, Kingdom Cyclonus, fully transformed in his beautiful and 100% accurate robot mode. How perfect of a figure is this guy? I mean, just look at him. His profile is spot on accurate to G1 and any other show that this version of Cyclonus has appeared in. And look at that back. No kibble, apart from the wings, of course, but that is accurate to his animation model, therefore that doesn't really count. But look at that. That nose cone transformation sequence is stellar engineering. That is top tier, and I have to applaud Hasbro and Takara for that. The legs, the way that they transform as well, the way that everything just hides. Brilliant. This guy, I have no qualms in saying, is one of the best Transformers ever made. Seriously. Again, his primary colour in robot mode, purple. You've got silver grey appearing more and more just because robot decos or decals just pop now. If we zoom in on his amazing head, I mean, that's gorgeous as well. That is spot on accurate. You've got these lovely pointy bits there. His face sculpt is beautiful. He has light piping, which we'll explore as we are up here. There we go. You can see that in action. Really, really good light piping. And then we just continue to pan down the body. There's a Decepticon symbol right there on his chest, which you could see on the underside. You've got the red translucent plastic on his belly. I don't think you can shine a light through it. I don't think there's anything... No, that won't work. So that's just a reusage of some assets there. Then continuing down, you can see some detailing on his upper legs. His lower legs, again, you could see most of this on the underside of the jet. but it now takes center stage just because it is on robot form. And yeah, he's brilliant for detail. He's brilliant for transformation. He's brilliant to look at. Cyclonus is a top tier figure. Now, in terms of the paint though, it is a little bit of a pity. If we come to the arms, the forearms here are not the same shade of purple as the rest of the jets. You can see that they are a slightly darker purple compared to like the lilac-y that makes up the rest of him. Don't know why. It doesn't look too terribly off-putting. You've probably not noticed it until I've actually pointed it out right now. But once you do notice it, you notice it. And I don't know if it is accurate to G1. It could be for all I know. But it might have been a bit nicer if it were the same colour as the rest of him. Turning our attention to articulation, Cyclonus can turn his head 360 degrees. He can look down that far and look up that far. His neck is double hinged, really. There's a hinge at the bottom, and then his head is actually attached by a ball joint. In terms of the arms, you can rotate them 360 degrees. He can move his arms up that far, and that's a really cool thing where you can see here, that's a cool joint. He can bend at the elbow a good 90 degrees. He has swivel at the wrists, which I'll show you on the other arm because he's holding his gun in that one. So he can swivel his wrist 360 degrees. He has a waist rotation. He can go all the way around. He can spread his legs beautifully. He can kick up that far. He can kick back that far. He can bend at the knee, well, like that. It's not supposed to be like that. Or maybe it is, in his case. His knees are weird. That's the most tedious bit of the transformation, just trying to figure out how to slot them back into that. And then, you see, there we go. And then in terms of his feet, he has a little bit of up and down rotation. Supposability on Cyclonus is superb. For a size comparison, first of all, I am going to bring in a fellow Voyager class figure. This is Megatron from the Last Night. So here we go. Here's a comparison of two like modern day Voyager class figures to see how well they scale up to one another. Here's Cyclonus next to, in air quotes, leader class Grindor. And I say leader class because look, Grindor is very clearly the size of a Voyager in robot mode. And here is Cyclonus next to Cyclonus, the other Cyclonus. So there we go then. That is Kingdom Cyclonus. I mean, what more can I possibly say? This guy is spectacular. He is easily, in my opinion, one of the best Transformers figures ever made. His transformation sequence is so unique and so beautifully engineered, and both modes of him look absolutely stellar. I cannot recommend this guy highly enough. If you ever see Kingdom Cyclonus, get him, get him, get him. You will not be disappointed. So thank you everybody so much for stopping by and checking out this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share it around to help out the channel. And until the next time, see you all later.